Welcome to These Are the Blades of Our Lives, the figure skating show where I talk to you about figure skating like it is drama for our mamas. Yes, the figure skating season has already started with several small competitions, and at the same time, the Olympic is live. I love the Olympics. Seeing the world come together to celebrate people who are almost superheroes in their respective fields. Watching the struggles, failures, fights, triumph while everyone just striving to be their best is such a wonderful feeling. Gymnastic is my favorite summer Olympic sport. This year, I was so happy to see the U.S. women gymnastic Olympic team with four returning Olympians. This is also the oldest U.S. women Olympic team in history. For a long time, gymnastic and figure skating had the broken little girl syndrome. These young women in these sports had very short shelf life. In figure skating, we had the 30 expiration date, where by the age of 16, 17, the skater's career was over and a new model was being brought in to replace her. While the 30 expiration date was making the round in figure skating, gymnastic had the Karoli camp with a similar record of broken little girls. However, with the retirement of the Karolis and the Larry Nassar scandal, gymnastic was forced to clean house. Because of these two factors, we began to see a change in the abusive, destructive nature of gymnastic as a sport. I think it is because of these changes that we now have the women U.S. gymnastic team that we have in Paris. Because the athlete themselves, the gymnast themselves said no more. We saw these gymnasts take control of their sports and of their lives, and the result is what we are getting to see in Paris. Seeing what's happening in gymnastics, I find myself hopeful that we may see something similar in figure skating. I believe the new age restriction in figure skating is one of the first steps. Hopefully now skaters won't feel pressure to start doing Ultra C elements at such a young age. If we can delay the Ultra C element, these skaters will have time to grow and properly develop into their bodies. This will in turn mean less injuries and longer competitive careers. I know this is naive of me, but I want to believe that figure skating is returning to the era of building up champions and not disposable winners. As the figure skating season starts, I find myself hoping to see this. This week we have the 2024 Cranberry Cup International, which is shaping out to be like a preview for US Nationals. The event only has two disciplines, men and women, and the US has several of their top skaters in both disciplines. This is our first chance to really see how these skaters stacked up. On the men's side, I would say it's an open competition. I literally feel like whichever skater manages to stay on their feet and makes the least amount of mistakes, those will be the skaters on the podium. Right off the bat, I would say like Yaroslav Penat, Jimmy Ma, and Tomoki Hiwatashi are unlikely to make the podium. These skaters are entertaining. They have their moments. However, they lack consistency. When it comes time to deliver, rarely do these skaters really show up. While skaters like Kim Hung Young, Leon Kaperkis, and Lucas Bassard are well balanced skaters who could be on the podium, they are all relatively new with little international experience. And even if these three skaters were to skate the skate of their lives, it's very unlikely that the judges will give them the scores that they deserve. So, the medal contenders for me would be Roman Sadowski, Andrew Togashev, and then Kamden Palkinen. As for the dark horses, I would say Luke Economides, and Mark Goranovsky. Those would be my dark horse. And although I have Mark as a dark horse, I can really see him winning this event. Last season was a great season for Mark, and he showed up for every competition. Mark doesn't have a quad, however, what he does have is clean jumps and positive GOE on almost every one of his jumps. If others messed up, I can see Mark running away with this competition and winning it. I can also see Luke on the podium. This is another skater without quad, but he's a very interesting, very intense skater. As for the podium contenders, I will go with Andrew Turgashev for gold, Camden Pulkinen for silver, and Roman Sadowski for bronze. All three of these skaters have what it takes to medal in international competition. However, they rarely do. I'm hoping with this being the start of the season and Cranberry being a smaller competition, maybe they can master their nerves and get the job done. So for me, there's two possible situations. What's most likely to happen, which is going to be like Andrew, Camden, Roman winning gold, silver, bronze. Then probably Mark in fourth place, Luke in fifth place. If Jimmy could get things together, maybe he'll get a sixth place finish. And then the rest of the top 10 being Tomoki, Yaroslav, Kim, and Lucas. However, what I would like to see happen based on their consistency would be Mark for gold, Luke for silver, Kim for bronze. Kim had a very good last season where he did both juniors and seniors. So this season, he's probably going to focus mainly on seniors. I would like to see him rewarded for his good skating skills, his difficulty, him being the whole package. Then in fourth place, I would put Roman. I very much doubt Roman is going to be able to deliver two clean programs here. And the same thing with Andrew, Camden. I would have them fifth, sixth. And then Lucas, I wanted to put higher, but I just don't know because, he grew a lot over the last two seasons and he had to, regain his equilibrium and then regain his jump technique. So I don't know where he's gonna be. And that's the only reason why I put him in seventh. But I have been seeing some of the Instagram reel and some of the TikToks, and his quad looks really solid, but we just have to wait and see it in competition. And then you could have your Jimmy Ma, your Liam, and Tomoki. So that's where I'm going to put the men. Now, where the men title is an open book, I think the women field will be a tight competition. Right off the bat, based on last year's standing, this should be an easy win for Isabel Oviedo. I'm really hoping this season they do not give Isabel these draggy, grandma-ish, just depressing songs and awful packaging. I don't think I've seen on Instagram what her free and short program is going to be, but whatever it is, I hope it's something light. I hope it's something age appropriate. I hope her packaging is just pretty and fun. I've already mentioned everything I need to mention about Isabel's jump, so I'm not going to harp on that anymore, but she should, if she stays on her feet, she should easily win this competition. As for the rest of the medals, I think it's going to be very tight. I can easily see 6 skaters on the podium for that bronze and silver medal. Let me just be a gambler. Let me see. Let me do my odds. I would say with a 25% chance, I want to go with Sarah Everhart. I know this is a relatively new skater transitioning from senior to junior. However, with a bronze medal at US Nationals last year and some very powerful jumps, Sarah has got that girthy jump that you guys know I love and I'm so desperate to get back in figure skating. The rest of it needs a lot of work, but she's very young, so there is possibility for them to work on that. But her jump technique is solid and ooh, do they have meaning to them? So if she can put 2 programs together, I can definitely see her on the podium. With 20%, I'm going to go with Madeline Schrizard. Last season was very uneven for Madeline. She ended up losing her national title. She was not a happy camper. I think Madeline is a fighter with a fighting spirit, and I hope to see her all guns blazing this season. And if she's going to start, I feel like she has to start right at the beginning of the season. With another 20% chance, I'm going to go with Star Andrews. Another inconsistent skater who had inconsistent seasons, I would say the last 2 seasons, and as a result, she did not receive any Grand Prix assignment. This is an opportunity for Star to show US figure skating that she's still in the conversation, and maybe they'll give her that, TB for Skate America. At 15% is Claire So, a well-rounded skater who delivers under pressure. Unfortunately, the judges tend to underscore her. US figure skating is not really pushing for her. They're not giving her the international assignment that she needs to really build her reputation. But a solid skater, really hope this is her season. At 10%, I'm going to have Yuna Sun. Right now, South Korean women figure skating is facing some difficulties with the possibility of them losing 2 of their stars. This is a great chance for Yoon to insert herself into the conversation and show the South Korean Figure Skating Federation what she can do. And then with another 10% chance at being on the podium, I'm going to go with Elise Land-Gracie. A beautiful skater when she's on. Her jumps are nice, spins wonderful, emotive, expressive, the whole package. However, inconsistency. Inconsistency is the problem. Can we get 2 clean program out of Elise Land-Gracie this competition, and can she carry that over for the rest of the season? Because if she does, I really feel like the judges will get on board with it. So overall, I would have to say if I had to do it right away, I would say Isabel Oviedo gold, no question asked. I'm gonna give the silver to Sarah Everhart just because I really want girthy jumps to come back to figure skating. I'm gonna give the bronze to Madeline Chazard because she needs to start off with a bang to get her national title back. I'll put Star Andrews in 4th place. Maybe Ensign in 5th. Elise Len Gracie in 6th. Clara So in 7th. So Jenna Helmer, I'm gonna put her in 8th place. I love that short program of hers. Then some of the other skaters like Emilia Murdoch, maybe 9th place. Barbara Vankova, 10th. Alaska Brasnova, 11th, and then Ware Warren Jacobson, 12th. I feel like if I had to make a guess right now, that's where I would say it. So that is my prediction for the men and the women in this 2024 Cranberry Cup International. Also, yay to Team Japan and Team USA for getting their medals. Congratulations. Anyhow, you guys let me know in the comment, what do you think is going to happen at Cranberry? Share your predictions with me.